Hey guys, Jay here, and in this video today I want to share with you a very easy strategy that you can use to make a very stable amount of currency in Path of Exile. This league I have done not too much of it, but 20 times exactly. What 20 times means and what is the strategy? So it is a white map. If you want, you can run white. If you want, you can run out and go. It doesn't matter that much. No investment, no scarab whatsoever. It is very, very friendly for like new players or players who start late, something like that. Just run this thing, right? And you don't even need a full atlas for this strategy in particular. You only need enough point to get all the incursion stuff basically. And not even all of them. Just get this one for chances, get this one for 4 incursion, get all the chances that you can, right? So if you click on incursion here, you will see it highlights on the atlas skill tree. The artifact of the vow for 4 incursion, and then you take everything in here, so you get the upgrade tech basically. I will go deep into the mechanic of the temple in a next part of this video, but I want to really show you guys how quickly you can do it first. First thing first, you can just immediately, this is a completely new temple, untouched, still 12 incursion remaining. You, with the Atlas skill tree, can have up to 4 incursion per map. So every 3 map, you guarantee to complete 1 temple. The temple with this room, the Gem Cutter's Workshop, if you see it here, it is a very good sign. If you don't see them anywhere here, it doesn't matter, right? You still have another room that is very good, which is the Corruption Chamber, or up to level 3 is called Locus of Corruption. This room upgrade to level 3 will allow you to double corrupt a gem, and the Locus of Corruption room will allow you to double corrupt just any item. And that is a very powerful gambling thing that you can have, like for min-maxing something or just for fun sometimes when you have enough money to earn. And it is sold for roughly 70 chaos at the moment, so around 0.4 divine, maybe a little bit more than 0.4 divine. That is a pretty good amount of money, right? Okay, we see here, we view the temple. The first one, if you see here, you can have the 2 options to choose from, right? And if you don't see either Gem Cutter's Prison, Gem Cutter's Workshop on either of the name, or you don't see like Corruption Chamber, just go for the top. The reason why you go for the top is if, for example, in this case, you have a level 1 room here, right? Level 1 by default. If you go to the top, you upgrade the same room to level 2. But you also have, with the Atlas skill tree, a 40% chance to upgrade it straight to level 3. What that do is that block this particular room from being able to pop in, so you will never get into this room one more time for the whole run. That is the first thing. The second thing, that the same name for the room cannot appear anywhere else, which means you are blocking that from happening basically from anywhere, so you have higher chance to get the room that you actually want, right? In this first run, if you see Gem Cutter's Workshop, if you see Locus of Corruption, no, not Locus, but that is the level 3 name, but Corruption Chamber, you go for it. Corruption Chamber, the effect of it is reduce maximum resistances of player throughout the temple, right? So if you get those 2, you will go directly for it. If not, again, just go top right, right? So I'll do quickly here and show you how quickly it can be done, right? You can do it on the white map that way. Okay, that is I almost died there. But you kill the architect, you see him on the mini-map, right? You kill it, and you get out, and you run, and you find the next one. You obviously can clear the map if you want to, but it is not necessary entirely, right? Right, check a little bit and see if we are not missing. I think we will not miss the alvos over there. So basically you just run through the map, right? The best layout I would say is Strat, like undisputed best layout in the game for like boss rushing. Whichever the layout is good for boss rushing, it's probably good for this one as well. Okay, here you see Corruption Chamber, right? So in this case, because we are in the first 4 incursions, so you have 2 more maps, so 8 other chances for you to actually re-enter the same room again and upgrade it. So if you see Gem Cutter's Workshop or Maximum Resistances here, you go for it in the first 4 runs of incursion or in the first map, right? So I get in here because the maximum incursion is the maximum resistances is down here, so I will go ahead and go down, right? Kill the icon on the minimap here if it's the unique guy, and it die very quickly because they're pretty weak, and you get out. That is just it, right? The next time you see a temple, you will see that you have a level 2 maximum resistances over there, and you have 8 additional chance to re-enter that room in map 2 and 3, and just once that happened, you already have a level 3 locus of corruption room, which net you 70-ish chaos at the moment, right? These 2 rooms doesn't matter, so you go ahead and just do whatever you want. Maybe even just stand in there, don't kill anything if you don't want to. I would recommend you to go ahead and try to link up stuff a little bit. In this case, we don't need to because we are in a room that already got very well linked already. So what you want is to link as many rooms together as possible to, in case you see a corruption chamber or gem gutter's room late on, right? Here we see them very early on, so technically you just need to somehow get the entrance to be able to connect to those rooms, right? Okay, I think I have missed an Alvar somewhere, so probably in this particular area, bismuth. So it is here probably. For the sake of the video, I would just try to find an Alvar. Okay, I accidentally skipped this one. This icon means you didn't do that incursion encounter, right? The circle icon. Chest full of gems here, as you can see. And obviously, because this is a very, very valuable room, so I will go ahead and go upgrade it by killing the guy on the top right, to be specific. What I also want to do here is find the stone, because this room is not connected to the entrance yet. So find a stone, linked it to the entrance, which I believe is this side, right? Yeah, the entrance here, right? There's a name there. We are done here, so we get out. Just that simple on a white map. Doesn't matter if you do tier 1 or tier 16. There we have a 40% chance to proc, and we already have the Doriani Institute over here, right? Let me quickly finish the rest of the 2 maps. We literally do not need to do anything right now, and you already have something that is valuable to sell, right? But for the sake of it, I will try to check if and only if in this case, because we already have the 2 rooms available, if I see the chance to upgrade the corruption chamber as well. You have more money if you have 2 good rooms in the same temple. 1 is already good for selling, but 2, you have some extra money, so why not go for it? I mean, right? Here in this case, literally you don't even need to do anything. But to get some experience, right? Just kill whatever. Just kill the top or the bottom one, doesn't matter. I'm killing this one here. Okay, it's gone, and I get out. Move to the next one. Okay. This is whatever, right? We already have 2 rooms to do. Don't need to even check it. Here you can do this one as well. This does help me to just get out of the room, because if you get that purple thingy... Okay, we have another room here. Almost missed it. Okay. We have another thing in there that reduces the actual the actual countdown if you take it. It is a chest that will give you extra reward. Basically it's like a normal chest that drop. It is a point on the Atlas skill tree. Here we already finished 3 of it, as you can see. Very, very, very quick if you want to. Let me check this area in case. Okay, so it's not there. Again, the map layout and also the speed your build like significantly can improve the speed that you can finish this strategy, at least a rotation at a time, right? Okay, there we go. This is the last Alva temple, and I would like to do it now. Again, doesn't freaking matter. What is this room? This doesn't freaking matter. Just get this one. We are out. Oh, fuck me. I accidentally pressed attack. Okay, here we go. And there we go. We are finished with the temple. It is having the Dorianese Institute. Let's check the price. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, there's still four left. I forgot. I thought it was the last map. Yeah, we finished this temple very early on, which normally doesn't happen. Normally we finish it by the third map, sometimes the second map. That is a very rare case that you actually have a good room finished level 3 in the very first map. That is very rare to happen. But by the way, currently I have done probably like 20, maybe 21, 22 temples in total from the beginning of this league. And I only have 2 fails. One of those fails are myself making a mistake. So the strategy in this league somehow, statistically for me, is working better. I really do not understand why it worked like that, because previously in the last league, it always just is like a maximum like 70% success rate. But right here, right now, we are looking at like more like a 90%. Again here, because we don't need to upgrade any other rooms. So let's just find a way to get out real quick, either killing the boss and get back to the entrance, or you can find the purple thingy, pick it up, and you get out. Or you simply just stand there or run around, so you will run out of time and you will get out like this one. That is also an example, right? This is not a particularly fast character. I would say, right? If you are having like a very, very, very strong, fast character, you can run this through very, very freaking quickly. Let me tell you. Okay. There it is. And we're out. Now, it's time to find the final one. Again, this is the strategy that is not necessarily has to be rushed. If you want to, you can rush it, like the example I am doing right here, right now. But you obviously can run it along with multiple other things on your map as well. Like, I'm not running the map normally like this one. I also run the Blight. I also run the what is the Ritual. So those are currently the 3 things that I ran with this particular strategy. And it works out really well, right? So we have finished 4 incursions. It's time to get out. Remember, this is very important, to take the Temple Chronicle, right? And we price check, as you can see here, the valuable room here is 50 chaos. For the Corruption Chamber, it's going to be 70 chaos. So you have money over there, my friend. Normally I would cut it by 1 chaos, so it will be like DM'd for sale very, very quickly. Just really quickly. Really. Let me actually just add a little bit more gold into town. And there we go. Right. So while waiting, let's go to a little bit of notes that I want to talk about in this particular strategy, right? So again, to mention, the rooms that you are looking for looks like this, and the names is on the screen over here. Let me actually just minimize my face a little bit, right? Okay, now you can see all the names and all the levels. Look for Corruption Chamber or Gem Cutter's Workshop at level 1. At maximum level, it is Locus of Corruption, which is the most valuable room. It is 70 chaos just by itself. Doriani Institute is the level 3 gem cutter's room. It is 50 chaos by itself. If you have both, probably you will have like 90 chaos, maybe 100, right? For one temple. The things in the Atlas skill tree, I can show you the whole Atlas skill tree, but basically you should search for incursion and you find these 3. Prioritize getting these, and then the chance for Alva to appear on the map, and you will have a 100% chance to get like incursion on your map. The first thing, your map with incursion always have 4 incursion. I always favor this one. There are beliefs that if you don't take this node, you have higher chance to actually get a good tempo, because you have 3 incursion per map, which means one room have up to 4 chance to be, you know, RNG into, and you can upgrade that. That is valid, by the way, but I personally prefer this method. And this league in particular, the success rate has been some way, somehow, like much higher than before. Maybe they have removed some of the non-impactful rooms, which makes the pool in total smaller, which means we have higher chance to finish the temple the way we want to. So maybe that is the case. I didn't even verify to check that. But good thing is, if the success rate is going up, that is great. We don't need to question it. Maybe if we put on a question, GAG will realize, oh, we accidentally buffed it. So it is a bug, we will remove it. So don't mention that, right? So this is how I do it. 1 temple per 3 maps. This is the node that will allow you to have it. Your maps with incursions will have 4 incursions. Next, resource reallocation. This will allow you to have 40% chance flat to upgrade a room directly from tier 1 to tier 3. That is the only chance. That is the only thing that can happen here. So very simple. If you have a room, for example, in the run that I have, the gem cutter's room I have, immediately jump from 1 to 3. Next one, contested development. So killing the resident architect, which is the architect that is the current room, right? Add their upgrade tier to the surviving architect's room. So this work in the case that you're switching the room around. For example, in the case that I switch a level 1, whatever the fuck that room is, I don't care, to the corruption room, and it goes from level 0 corruption to level 1 plus 1 of the current room, so that is level 2 corruption room. Sadly, we did not hit it again in the 8 chances that we have on the couple of next maps, but this is also important to allow you to build your temple correctly, basically, right? So these 3 are the things that matter for this strategy in your Atlas. As long as you have all of these and you have high chance for incursion to appear, you are in a good state. The other nodes are nice. I still take all of them, but these 3 are the ones that matter, right? Next is kind of the node. The first 4 incursions, so the first map that you run, you look for the good rooms. Good rooms here are, again, gem cutters. What is the name of it? I forgot. Let me bring back to the previous one. Gem cutters workshop and corruption chamber. So you look for this, or maybe sometimes lucky you can see this, right? But normally you'll see a level 1. Look for them. If you see the name pop up anywhere, if it's already on the tempo, that is great. That is the best case scenario. Or if you see it on one of the options anywhere in the first 4 incursion, personally I would recommend you to take it, to get it appear on a tempo, because you have a lot of chances to actually seize them again and be on the same room again to just upgrade them to the higher level in the 2nd and the 3rd map, right? If you don't see the good rooms or the name to pop up on the options, just go straight top and right, because it doesn't matter what other room that you get. Go straight top and right means that if it is a level 0 room, you upgrade one of them. Doesn't matter. If it is a level 1 room, that means you upgrade the current architect of the room. So you are proccing the 40% chance for it to be level 3. I think I already explained it in the run here. So it basically just helped you to block, first of all, one room out of the chances for for the incursion to occur in that room again. And second, it also block that room from the equation of like appearing in anywhere else as an option as well. So yeah, just go top right if you don't see the good names room popped up. Middle for incursion. So in map number 2, look for good rooms again, but if and only if it is on a level 1 room or higher. If it's a level 2, if you see it on the switch, you switch it, you immediately get a level 3, right? So that is the best case scenario. If you have it on a level 1 room, it is debatable, but I think you still there's a chance that you still should get it, because you still have a chance to see them again in the third map, right? But if it is on a level 1, not level 1 but level 0 room, and you see one of the two options being the corruption chamber or the gem cutters room, right? If you take it, you will have a level 1, and that is super unlikely for you to actually upgrade it to level 3 in the third map, because you have to hit first of all the RNG to be on that room again. That is the same as if you have a level 2, but you also have to beat another layer of RNG, which is the 40% chance to get it straight from level 1 to level 3 whenever it happened in map number 3, right? So only get it if you see it is on a natural level 1 room and above. Try to make as many tier 3 or level 3 rooms as possible. This minimizes the chance for you to this is just lock them from actually being able to appear as an incursion in the later map, right? So always do that, try to do that. That is also basically the same thing as just go top right if you don't see them, right? And then the last, this is supposed to be the last for incursion. I forgot to actually change the text, but okay, let me actually, you know what, let me actually change this one. Last, we're cool, right? Oh shit. Okay, last for incursion. Look for good names only if it already appear in a level 2 room. Why? Well, if it is already the gem cutter or corruption room, right? If it is already a room, then you obviously will want to upgrade it and see if it can hit level 3. But if it is on the option to switch, if you switch it on a level 1 room, you guarantee to have a level 2. And there is no chance for you to actually have it on, to be on it anytime in the future, because the mechanic of this incursion thingy just do not allow you to be on the same room twice in a map, right? So just go ahead, if you see it on a level 1, just upgrade the other room like to the maximum if you can, because there's a chance that the unused corruption or gem cutters room can still appear in another chance that you have in the future. You still have 4 chances in total, right? So it's not the end of the world. And also obviously, as I mentioned, take the gamble on upgrade them from level 1 to level 3 if you hit it there. There is no way to change it around anyway, so this is very obvious, right? So that is the things that I want to mention in this particular strategy. I think it sounds a little bit confusing, because even when I make this, I think it is kind of confusing, right? By the way, I think it is, yep, it is the tempo being sold. It's normally getting sold very quickly. I never have like more than 2 of these tempo on my stash, because they are always sold, right? And I think this one in particular, it is sold a little bit late because I did not, change the instant. If you change your instance, so if you go to town or if you go to another map, your trade will immediately be updated to any trade site, so people will see it immediately. But if you just stay on your hideout, for example, in here, it will update like a little bit slower, and as we see here. But yeah, there are always people looking out for it, right? So it is a pretty good thing to make money on. So yeah, that's everything I want to share with you in this video today. So if you are a new player, if your first build or maybe even second build or league failed for some reason, you're not strong, you cannot push hard, this is a very safe method for you to actually guarantee money without literally any investment but a map. A map is like impossible to skip anyway, right? You have to run a map to run a map. You have to have a map to run a map. So that is not considered investment. Any kind of scarab, you don't need it. Any additional things, you don't need it. Sure, you can add whatever to the map, whatever mechanic, whatever scarab to the map to juice it up. It really depends on you. But for a very simple, easy, straightforward strategy, this one is the one that you can always count on every single league. And in fact, in my channel, the previous league, not 3.24 but 3.23, I also made a video specifically on this same strategy. Except right now, for some reason, I don't even know, it is better. Just the success rate of you making a good tempo is just straight better. If anyone follow my stream in the first couple of days, they know that I am not bullshitting for the sake of the video any because all the tempos I run on stream 100% was a success, except for one single one that I personally, because I was not paying attention, I accidentally killed the wrong guy at the last moment and it fucked up the tempo. But if I just pay a little bit more attention there, I would have had another success. So 1 out of 20-ish failure is an absolute insane amount of success rate. Yeah, I was talking about that this sounds a little bit confusing and complicated, unnecessarily complicated. But if you do it, you will figure it out in like 1 to 2 tempo, I believe. It is not that... It's just hard to like use words to describe it. But it's actually pretty straightforward if you get the hang of it. And I think you can get the hang of it very easily. It is one of the more simple mechanic in the game, right? So yeah, let me know if this helped you. I hope it does. And if you think this is helpful or interesting, please do consider to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I've just hit 2,500 subscribers on this channel, which is absolutely amazing. I thank you guys a lot and stay tuned for future content. Again, in the beginning of the video, I think I mentioned that I am a little bit under the weather, so my health is not very good right now. That is why I'm not playing a lot and I'm not continuing to test out the stuff that I plan to test out at the moment. But I will be coming back to that maybe tomorrow, maybe one day after, depending on how it goes in real life, right? So again, thanks everyone for watching, and if you feel like it, just leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone. Okay. My brain is going to explode in a very short moment. So yeah, again, thanks. Please like and subscribe. Peace.